Okay, welcome everyone for 1 hour of live coding. So let's go straight to my screen share. And this is what we have started a month ago, maybe. So the idea is to have a single command to push to GitHub pages, and I call this project JH pages. So let's run it inside my IDE. So where is my IDE? Just there. So this is the Eclipse, the cloud IDE I'm using. It's hosted in GCP, Google Cloud Platform, on Kubernetes, and I can run my projects from here. So let's run that and open. And so now, for those who are coming for the first time and has not been there in the previous episode, let me show you what we want to do. So my idea is to do something that is similar to a project called a tool called search.sh. It's actually a single CLI, command line CLI. And for instance, that would push that to a search to the to website in the web. So for instance, I'm creating a new folder, happy happy live coding. Okay, I will edit index.html. Hello world. Okay. And what I can do is use search the search command. I can pass some option, but I don't know it by heart. And what it would ask you is to create either create a new account or login. So it will be the same. So if you have no account, just enter your password or your email address and the password that you would like to have. So my password is somewhere here. And then I can paste it. And now it is asking if I want to push the content, which folder I would like to push the content. So this is the current one, so I can hit enter. I can even choose the domain, like happy live coding. Okay. And there we are in one single command. If I go to that page, no, not that page. If I click on to copy and then paste, it should show the hello world that I had in my index.html file. And this is what I would like to do in this project, but yes. So why doing that in why creating a new project for that? So the problem is that sometimes search.sh goes down. Happened maybe twice or 3 times, and I was wondering if it would be more reliable to have something similar to that that would push that to GitHub Pages instead of search.sh. So that's the goal of this project. So let me have a look. So the project has been loaded in my IDE. And so what have we done last time? So we have done we've been trying to poke this and see if we could do all the steps first, and then we will figure out how we will refactor everything and make it clean. But at the moment, it's just checking that we can do all the steps as described here. So we would have to check if the repo exists first, so GitHub Pages. And if not, we should create it. So we would use the GitHub library. So this is not done. Then check if the GitHub Pages is activated in the repo. I'm not sure we have to do that step, but we'll see. Then generate the Git URL to clone. Check if the GitHub Pages branch exists, and if it does not exist, we will create it, etc. etc. Okay, for this, so today what I wanted to do is check if the repo exists, and using this the GitHub API project that should work on Quarkus with Quarkus thanks to this project. So let's give it a try. And then I'm not sure about the version. Interesting. Okay, let's give it a try with that. So pom.xml, not that one. Pom.xml, where it is here, and yes, that if I do something like not here but in a dependency, it should work. I don't have the XML plugin, so that's why I'm indenting manually. Maybe I should install it. I'm thinking out loud. I would install it later. So if I don't put any version, would that be provided by the BOM file? Maybe. So let's try. Anyway, the Java extension should be there now. And yes, let's try to compile. Oh. Of course, let's try to use that. So as expected, it is not in the BOM file, so I can just we'll just use the property always. Do you want to install? No. Wait, do you want to install? Ah, it's asking me if I want to install the XML extension, but I will do it later. Okay, so normally if I try again to package, it should work. Not resolved. Let's check in Maven Central. Quarkus.github dash Quarkus dash GitHub dash API. Ah. Okay, it's not following the same version number, so it's quite it's okay for me. It's all right. Yes, let's make it hard coded here. And wait a bit and see if oh yeah, maybe I can run it. Okay. Okay, build success. Good. By the way, if you are online, yes, just leave me a message in the chat so I know who is listening or not, or if I'm talking alone, just to me, it's okay. I'm fine with that. Okay, so yeah, for now, how do I use that API? So remember that what we want to do is check if the repo exists, and so so there's some instruction to have this working with in native mode, but then it's saying that it should be everything should be there and there. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't use that one. Yeah. I can do something like so I should use this thing, this one, this line. So I will do that in my project. So in the main class, and so that was the last time what we did. I can try first of all I can just try to see if it is working, what we had done last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, sorry. Yeah, maybe I would try to make it weekly, so this stream. So because this morning when I opened the project again, I wasn't sure what was missing and what were the next step. So I tried to make it more in a regular basis. Okay, so okay. So yes, it's working. So GitHub page is not found, and if I use, for instance, one project where I know there is a GitHub pages, so che plugin registry, and I hit enter, it should say that there is a has found a GitHub pages branch. Just move that. Okay, so let's keep a tray with that. Yes. Yeah. But let's import all the. It's not applicable for that. Okay, so control that. Okay, so interesting. What's the difference? Okay, let's try with that one. Right. Format document. Okay. Okay. I will. Yeah. We'll keep like that. Yeah, I put some slash dash for the formatting, so it's go at the end of the line. So that works with any formatter. That's good. And so if I try to run again, so yeah, maybe it would fail, but just to try. Ooh. It says that it cannot get the file. Let me check again the yeah, but which one? Is there an example here? Yeah, so maybe it is not the right one, so I'm gonna just remove that. And import that one. Maybe this is the problem. Interesting. Okay. Ah. Okay. Yeah. Let's throw the exception and have it try again. Oh, that's crash. It's crash. It's crash. That's crash. Okay. So it seems that it go through that part. Now, what can I do with that? Let's give it a try. GitHub dot something. that up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, interesting. Get your app, get get user. We'll try my username. Control 1, create local variable, GitHub user, and so what do we have here? Can I get the projects, for instance? Oh, the repo. I can get the repo. Or can I just this repo, get repo, get repo. Let's do it like that. Okay, so what is repo maybe? Okay. GitHub repo. What if yes, repo dot get branches. Oh, that's nice. Oh. So maybe I don't even have to use that code. Right. At some point. We'll see if I keep it. The branches and for instance get main. Get a branch. Or I would do a pouch. I'm just trying to ah, branch. Let's try to execute that. Branch plus branch. Let's try to execute that. Cool. And if I, for instance, choose something that doesn't exist, there is an exception here, null pointer exception. So okay, that's easy. So I can, if I would like to know if a project exists or not, I can just say what does it have a factory or something like that? So I can just say GitHub get repo. Okay, so what do you think, guys in the chat? I don't see anyone talking, but no problem. Because it's what in France we call it a bridge, when you have a public holiday on Thursday and people are taking their Friday off. So, get repository. Get repo. Give me a sec. I would like to drink some water. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm sure there is something. Oh, maybe that one. Let me check in Google. Oh, or just here. Spotify, blah blah. What would be great is to pass just that. So username slash the repo. That would be great. It works. Okay, so let's give it a try. Enter. It should. It works. It works. Great. Interesting. Yeah, I can just pass this directly. So it says similar, and I can say like, so if I pass something that doesn't exist, enter. Okay. So it's returning file not found exception. This is strange. Get the result. Ah, cool. That's what I wanted. Code that represent name. Oops, sorry. And is there a way to? What if I just want to check if? Check. No, there is no check repo exist, but I can just do something like that. I'm wondering if it works. Before doing that, I'm just gonna check if what if I just put the full path? Would that work or not? Because if imagine that you're using GitHub, but the how to say that the uh, on premise the on premise if I use the on premise version of GitHub, would that work? So let's say enterprise github.com. No, it doesn't. I not found exception. Strange. Oh. Check again if that works. That works. And that doesn't work. Okay, no worries. Let's keep like that. Let's make it simple. But we maybe change that the check. Yes, I'm probably gonna change the way it is working. So okay, so okay, so let's do it. Let's make something. Right, so I think I can check if the repo exists, and I can also check if the repo has a branch. Yes. Oh, but that's no. I don't know. Because it why it is using that one. Silly. It is silly because it's not a static branch. Wait, delay branch, get branch. Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna try something like that. And I'll use that. Yeah, I will refactor a little bit that, that part, and instead of using the other method, I would use that check. So even though this is more generic, so imagine that I create the same code but for GitLab, that would work as well. I'm not sure. Yes. Let's keep it for later. What we do is keep it there. We'll keep it. Name it generic. Um, what? Remove that for now. And I don't know why it is saying that. But not sure why this is duplicated. Hmm. Oh no. Okay. So if the branch is null, return false. Oh, and return I can return that. That's easier. Okay, so let's give it a try. Why it's still not sure what it's saying. It's not compiling. What? Oh, let me. Oh, I am not sure to understand, but we try to something like that. Okay. So add the version and enter. Oh, crash again. Enter. So find not found exception. What? Oh, let me. Okay, so it means that get branch is the get branch is if I change that to main instance. Okay, so get branch is throwing an exception. Let me do something like try. So run with try catch. Something like that. Myself. Try catch. Ah, there was a. There is a. So what I would do is if there is an exception, I will return false. That's it. Not very clean, but and that should be the repo that we pass in parameter. It's like actually that main class is like my it's like my unit test. Okay, cool. And if I do like okay, so I think I can make it I can refactor that thing. This is super great, but if I do like chips, just checking if it's working with that one, and it should show that it found found the pages. I would like to have the check for the repo and the branch separated. So I'm gonna create a service to that. Or a class. I don't need. And rename that. Let's. I will remove that file activate and do like a kind of TDD way of doing. Ah no, I shouldn't have removed that. Oh, it's back. Interesting. What did I do? What did I do? I'm not sure. New file. Do I have Git on this container? Yes, I have. Okay, so that's good. I'm not sure why it's showing me. Okay, so great. I'm going to rename it something like. Oh, no, I won't do that from here. Let's imagine that. Service.init with let's say eclipse -ch/plugin registry. So that would initialize the service with the right project, and then I would have like exist. I'm not sure if it is a good idea to use a service, but let's do like that and we'll figure out later. Check repo exist. And I don't have to pass anything. I would say this out. It does exist. Sorry. Okay, I have 10 minutes to finish. Get repo name, yeah. And repo does not exist. Hello. Okay, so let's do like that. Let's do like that. Does not exist, of course. And we would have the same for the existence of the pages. The GH pages branch. And I will do that. Vector. Branch. Okay, that would work. So now I just have to implement that. Switch up the so create a method. Okay. Create a method as well here. Create it here. Okay, and create a method here. Let's see if it has created. Yeah, I wanted to rename that. Let me check that. Yes, as all the everything it's compiling. Let me check if I can rename that. I would call it my GitHub service. Oh, sorry. Rename symbol. It works. It works. And service. Service. GitHub service. Control. No. Refactor rename. F2. F2 I will remember for the next time I have to rename. So git hub. Yes, cool. Cool. And of course, if I try to run, try to run this again. If I try to run that, it normally should fail. Should not do what we want. Compare the what? This is a bug. Oh, I have to open a bug in the Java language server. So refactoring is creating the wrong file. So see here GitHub, but creating, and here I have that one. That's funny. Okay. So that's GitHub. Rename GitHub services, and yes, and I will remove that. That's better. And of course, compilation failure is not helping my hot reload compilation. So I still have 5 minutes to go. Would be great if I can finish this part. Oh, so there is a question from Andre Aziz. It is possible to use the database like Apache, Cassandra, and Eclipse. Yes, of course. So it's just about having a container here. So actually, the dev file that I use to start my workspace could contain any container. So for instance, here I don't have any database, but I could add in the dev file any container. So and if there is a Cassandra database, a container for the Cassandra database, I could use it. So for instance, this one is using query.io Eclipse Quarkus nightly. This is a container, and I can set then all the options, the environment variables, and so on. And when you start the workspace from that dev file, that will show up here. So you see this one is there, and I can then access to the terminal. But I could access to other containers. So yeah, I hope it answers your questions. Let me continue. I have to finish. I have to finish coding that. Repo nerd does not exist. Okay, so greeting. I can remove that method. Okay, init string. Repo name. Oops. Oh, what did I do? Repo name. Can I do something like assign parameters to a field? Perfect. Check repo exists. Oh, oh, yes, I know. What I would like to do is here. I want to use that to make it available at init time. That. And that would actually get a builder, same thing. Import okay, HTTP3, import that one as well. And that's I would like to create a feed here. And what is it? What is it saying? Unhandled exception. I hate exceptions. You know what? I would do my favorite. What I love to do is just throw a runtime exception, so I don't have to deal with. So a new runtime exception, so I don't have to check every time. Just pass the exception parameter. Okay, so let's so that should be good for the init. Check repo exists. I had something similar here. Check branch exists. So this is the branch for the branch. but there is something similar with the repo. So I can repo name and then check repo exists. So get repo. I can even store the repo at that point. We'll do like that. Instead of storing the GitHub object, maybe I should do something like that. Repo name. I'm one minute late, but I would like to finish, so I would finish. Nope, I would finish. Oh. So what was the? I would keep that repo in as a field instead of the repo name. Get and I'll remove that repo name and have like something repo dot get name. And that should work. Right. Check that repo exists. Let's see if I say repo get branch and return false. And yeah, we'll do the same for check that repo exists. But maybe that wasn't a good idea to do that here, because there's an exception. Okay, Control Z. Control Z. Control Z. Yeah, so that was good here. Control. And let me think. I can already say repo name like that, it should work. And then for that one, get repo not null. Okay, so that should work. But can I make it a bit? Yeah, let's keep it like that. Okay, so let's go to my main project and I will remove that. Okay. And I will remove that as well. So if I do enter, repo blah 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 blah. Oh, I have to put the space. Oui. And it's not repo, it's branch. And change pages for repo. And branch ngh pages for repo. That's not. Okay, repo eclipse does exist and a branch does exist. Cool. Let's try with gh pages like that. Okay, So the repo does not exist. I would put the not in capital so you can see it. Okay, so I'm done with what I wanted to do today. This is good. So I can detect that the repo does exist or not, and I would be able to create the repo if it does not exist. And same for the branch. If it does not exist, I would be able to create the branch. So I have the what I wanted to have. Yeah, so the pieces. So I can just edit my the README file with what I wanted to do and have like check that. Great. Okay, so let's commit. Let's see. So poem, yes, for quivers. I would add that to the stash. The README. Yes, I will have to update the next stream section. Add that. Then yes, so that's the renaming. Is this let me check. I think there's a bug here in the Git plugin, so let me check in. That's good for me. Okay, so check that. Fix or feature. A feature. Check repo exist. The repo exists and factoring. Okay, like that. That's good for me. Just checking. Good. Okay, so I can push. Push. Allow. Okay, so it should be in GitHub, so I can have a look. Cool. Great. Great. So we have done this part. So thank you all for watching. Yeah. So yeah, I will try to make it weekly, so every Friday. So see you next week, next Friday. Bye.